We are back for another episode. It is
We on episode three.
three.
Hey, we moving along. Cheers to that. Oh yeah, I'm pretty smooth. Well, while you open
Today,
that, I got a little shot of
yeah,
Crown that they gave me for free at the liquor store
did they?
for buying my Bel Air.
Well, today I'm not drinking a mimosa or orange juice and sparkling, non-alcoholic sparkling. But anyways, today I'm not having orange juice. Today I am having, which is supposed to be like a sparkling Chardonnay, but with no alcohol. So we'll see how that tastes. But again, welcome back, y'all, to
Welcome
episode
back.
3.
You know,
I hope y'all been enjoying these last 2 episodes.
yeah, it gets a little spicy.
Yeah.
It get a little, you feel me? Is the air on? Because it can get hot. For sure.
Dive right into it, babe. So you can go ahead.
What's some advice you would give couples who are trying to be married? Like, what are some key advice you would give them to, like, make the marriage last?
Oh, man. Okay. Well, number one, I would say you first need to establish a relationship with God first within yourself, but then also within each other. Because I think that's kind of what we did when we were working towards marriage. We started fasting. We started praying together more. We started trying to get into the Bible with each other more. Just really establishing your guys' faith as one so you can kind of prepare to get into marriage. And then number 2, I would say just healing any toxic habits that you may have had either from the past in separate relationships or anything that may have happened between you guys in your relationship together, because you don't want to harbor or bring, things from the past into your marriage. So just fully releasing of the past.
What I feel would be like some good, like, key pointers is like discussing your finances, your debts, your career goals, discussing the kids,
Yeah, those are big ones too.
your credit score. Like, seriously, like, it's a lot of stuff that go into, like,
Background check.
yeah, because you don't want to wait. You don't want to wait till, you know what I'm saying? You don't want to wait till you get, what?
It stink.
Yeah, that ain't, that.
It smells like dog food. Why does it smell like that?
Don't smell no damn dog.
Could just be my
Here, just drink.
sensitive pregnant nose, but that stank.
We got a little left.
If you're from the first episode,
Okay, so
de-alkalize one.
what was we saying? Yeah, before
Yes,
you
were saying.
before you try to get married to somebody, lay it all out on the line. Discuss finances, discuss your career goals, your credit scores, discuss like where you want to be in 5 to 10 years. Discuss like at-home parenting. Is you okay with that? Discuss 50-50, 80-20, whatever you guys,
Yeah.
need to discuss to get to, because you don't want to wait till you be married and then all these problems start popping up.
Yeah,
And
those are really key subjects, like for day-to-day life, finances, goals, kids, no kids, 50-50, 80-20, how you guys want to split certain financial responsibilities or even just things around the house.
And then another thing I'll say is like, don't focus on the wedding, focus on the marriage. Because
Oh my goodness.
a lot of you people
Yeah.
literally focus on the wedding to where you forget about the marriage.
Yeah.
You spend 40 to 50,000 on a wedding when you could have just went to the courthouse
Just to end up
for free
divorced. And
and then use that 40 or 50,000 to pay down expenses, your mortgage, your car, pay your cars off or anything before after you get
there's a
married.
million and one things that type of money could go towards. But yeah, definitely I have to piggyback off on that because yeah, I feel like especially now too, like with social media and just in this generation, like I think a lot of people glorify or idolize the wedding more than they do the
Oh,
actual
man.
marriage, and then they
Crazy.
get married and realize like I don't even
That's
want
why
to. You know what I'm
that's
saying?
why they say most people with big weddings end up getting divorced.
They get them divorced. Yeah.
It's like, because do you still like the man if he can't provide that big wedding? Like once the wedding is over, like a dude said when I was cutting his hair, he was like, You know, his biggest thing about his marriage is like he spent 100,000 on a wedding,
Oh my
and when he
goodness.
woke up the next day, all he had was pictures. He was like, he was like,
Oh man.
and then you got to focus. And then a lot of people come to your wedding just to talk about you.
Oh yeah,
Why,
and then they're
who
gonna
did her hair or what?
critique
Yeah,
every little
yeah.
thing. The food was nasty. Oh,
Why
her
is her
dress ain't
dress
right.
exactly?
This venue
His hairline
stank.
crooked. So it's kind of like do what works best for you. But in my
Yeah,
opinion, see, we went to the courthouse, so
yeah,
it was like kind of like real love. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
Because a lot of women just in it for the marriage,
yeah.
the wedding.
The only thing I can say I didn't compromise on was having a nice wedding dress. That's really
Oh
about the
yeah.
only thing. Like I just wanted to look and feel beautiful on my day because I know I'm not doing this again with
And then
nobody
on
else.
top of that,
So
if only thing you gonna have is pictures at the end of the day, why don't you just
at
buy a
least,
fire dress
yeah, at
and then
least,
just take some pictures?
yeah.
Cause I
That's
mean,
about the only thing I can say. Like, if you want to get you a nice dress, but I still had a budget though. I don't think
yeah,
I didn't spend no more. Well, my daddy,
yeah.
my daddy
Pops,
and my
pops,
mama didn't
pops did
spend,
his thing.
yeah, didn't spend no more than 3,000 for the dress and the veil total, and I had no alterations. So I think that's for a wedding dress.
Yeah, that's pretty dope.
That's pretty good
And the dress
price.
was fire though.
It was.
And it honestly ain't the dress is the person
You
that's in the
in it,
dress.
yeah. Oh,
Because the
thanks,
dress
babe.
could have honestly been from Walmart and you would have
Yeah.
still been a bomb.
Oh,
Dot
thank
com.
you. Thanks, babe. See, and that's another reason why I married you. but but
Because it
yeah,
ain't.
again, that's a good point too. Like it's not about the price tag. As long as you feel confident and beautiful in it, then that's all that matters.
Because I know
Um,
that can be uncomfortable for a man, a woman. Like, I need $100,000 wedding. I need this. It's
oh
like, as a
man,
man, it's like, bro, I don't even make 100,000. It's like, how
yeah.
am I going to?
And you wanna know what's crazy is, oh, I won't. I don't want to say that because I didn't get too specific. But I know some people who have literally gone out of trust funds and
Oh, yeah.
401ks
Oh, yeah.
just to pay for a wedding.
Yeah.
Literally.
People will, people will, people take out a loan to pay for a wedding, and then you don't even own the car. It's like you
Or
don't even own
or
your
a
car
house.
or your house.
It's yeah. But anyways, we're not trying to get on people
Yeah,
because we're not trying to make anybody feel a
like you
certain
shouldn't
way.
have a wedding.
Yeah, I mean, if you want a wedding
Yeah,
and you
you can
can
have it.
afford
Honestly,
it,
you can have it at your family church. Kind of like just have it like, or just rent a nice building, like
yeah.
a commercial space.
All
And
we're saying is if you have the money to do it, that's great. All we're saying is just don't spend more time idolizing the wedding than you're actually spending time on,
your marriage.
your marriage. That's all we're saying.
Focus on your marriage,
Yeah.
and that's the only thing
Because
that
I mean,
matters.
some people do have big weddings and nice weddings, and they still together. It just
No, they not. Name one person.
it's some out there. I'm sure. I'm sure it's a
They
few.
probably watching this right now. Like, we still together. Yeah,
I
y'all
mean,
still together. We ain't talking about
it's a
everybody,
few,
but yeah, it's a
but majority is what we want to
yeah
say.
majority. So
Yeah.
that's crazy. And another thing, like more than 50% of marriages end in divorce anyway. So like, if you
Yeah.
would to have to change that narrative, what would you do to change the narrative?
Divorce rate.
Yeah. Or
That's a
what could other couples do to change
that's a
to
deep
make the
question
divorce rate
because
lower?
honestly, I feel like that's a hard question for me just because I feel like it really depends on like because I feel like each couple is going to face different challenges that may lead them to
Yeah.
divorce. So really, the only thing I can't really get too specific on that because, like I said, it just depends on the couple and what issues they have between them. But the main thing, I guess, what I could say, like overall, is I would recommend probably premarital therapy and therapy as you're married. So I know a few people that have started therapy together
Yeah.
before, like as they're engaged.
Yeah. You supposed to.
Yeah, and then they continue therapy as they're married.
Because that's
So
kind of like laying everything out in therapy.
yeah,
Your
yeah,
goals.
yeah,
Because the therapist probably going to tell you write your goals down.
yeah.
You write everything.
Or just anything that you may like. That's another thing I was saying when I was one of my reasons, like, when you're kind of trying to let go of maybe things that happened in the past of the relationship before you
Yeah.
get married, or things that happened to you in relationships
Mm-hmm.
or childhood, just any trauma that you need to release before you walk into a marriage. I think therapy, premarital therapy, will kind of help with
Nah,
that,
for real.
because you don't want to bring all that extra baggage into your
And you
marriage.
gotta have a good therapist. Like some of
Yeah,
y'all just be, yeah. How was your
that's
sister your therapist? Like you probably owe her money. She know you. She been knowing you her whole life. That
I
lead
love.
therapist should be somebody you do not know.
Yeah, completely unbiased for sure. And
Exactly.
some people be using social media as their therapy, as their therapist. Coming to social media telling all your business. That's another
And I
way
mean,
your marriage ain't gonna work either.
honestly, I never had a therapist, so that's kind of why we made this podcast. This is actually my therapy. So you my therapist.
I mean,
So
we're doing it together, and I think
yeah.
this is good too, um, for just because like we're kind of just slowing things down and taking the time to like just really talk with each other, about different things too. So I feel like that kind of helps, just communication wise, and also just kind of like it's like extra quality time, you know.
I got another question. Should a woman stay with a man if they're struggling as a family,
Struggling in which way? Like,
as far as like financially?
I
And
mean,
you gave him, it's on year 2, and it's like, okay, I'm still struggling.
I would say it depends on what the man is doing to get out of that situation. Like, let's say you guys are struggling, but he's going to interviews, he's applying for jobs, he's showing up for the interviews, and he's just kind of down on his luck.
I mean, I wouldn't call that struggling, because if you trying, I mean,
Right, but I'm saying they're still struggling financially because
yeah,
he doesn't have a job yet, but he's working and he's trying to put in the effort. He's getting turned down, or he's getting start dates and then they're revoking it. Like, it just
yeah.
depends. So I would say it depends on the effort of the man. Like, if you see that your man is trying, and he's just down on his luck at the moment as far as finding a job or finding work or finding money, then I would say yeah, because you can't just leave your man, because your husband, because
But it's
he's
yeah.
struggling.
But honestly, in this society, more women, you got a short time. With a woman, you have your time span is like this.
Yes, but
So
that's
you have till tomorrow to, for real.
but it just
With a man, we'll
depends.
kind of give
It
a
just
woman time to,
but I think it just depends on the woman, because certain situations like that will actually determine, like, those are things that really test your marriage and really see how committed you are, because it's supposed to be through sickness and health, poor and things like that, rich and poor, sickness and health, like, so those are the times where your marriage is really going to be challenged. And honestly, if a woman's sole reason, or even a man's sole reason for divorcing, is strictly financial, then they were really never committed to the marriage in the first
I
place,
mean, yeah.
because that's a part of marriage. Like, if you're committing to somebody for life, then you have to be down for everything that life is going to come with. If you're saying this is going to be forever, we're going to be with each other for the rest of our lives, of course things are going to it's on of course things are going to happen like that. if
Yeah.
you if you're with somebody for 30 years, you think in 30 years they're not going to have
I mean,
certain life changes or something,
I
you know what I'm
honestly
saying?
think that life change is what makes the marriage stronger.
Yeah,
Cause
because then
if you
once you
never
get
go,
through
yeah, if
that,
you never
then it's
go,
like,
if you was never broke, or if you was never struggling, when it finally do happen, you're gonna be panicking. You're gonna be ready to get up out of that situation, because it's
yeah.
like you never felt that before.
Yeah, but that's why you just got to be patient and just encourage your spouse when they're down, because that little bit of encouragement that you give them could really be the whole thing that shifts. Because honestly, a lot of situations really depend on your faith. So it's like when things do happen like that, and your man is already down, like at his lowest, and you're just being negative, 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 it's honestly just feeding the situation for worse. But if you're going to be like the optimistic one while he's down, it's all right, babe. We got this. Just keep applying, keep going. You're helping him apply. You're looking at spots. You're putting the word out to relatives if they got work and stuff. Like, that's gonna help the situation shift even faster for you and your family. But
Cause you ain't supposed to kick a man when
yeah,
he's
good
down
when it's
anyway.
down. It's like you're supposed to
It's
be
like
there to support
that's
and
attempted
help.
murder. For real, like Rajah Jackson when
Oh
he
my goodness.
punched the dude like after he was down. It's like, yeah, that's
Yeah.
attempted murder.
So
Honestly.
I would say no. I don't think that's a good reason. The only time I would agree with, like, if a woman is considering like kind of just taking a break or backing away,
Hmm.
is if the husband is literally doing nothing to change the situation. If it's been on year 2 and he ain't applied for jobs, he ain't gone to no interviews, he's not looking for work. All he's doing is sitting and playing video games and
Hmm.
eating and just pouting and sitting in his sulk, and then it's kind of like, as a woman, you gotta at that point you gotta make a decision for you and your kids, because
Yeah, I had
you know
name 5 traits a woman need to kind of be labeled as like wifey material. 5 things you did where you think like this what got you proposed to.
oh man.
Hopefully it ain't like Cardi B. I don't cook. I don't clean.
Nah, I do those things. You
Oh
know
yeah.
that.
So that's 2 things right there.
Yeah, but
Cook,
those aren't
clean.
really traits. Traits are more like of your personality.
Yeah.
Like,
Well, name 5 things a woman can do to like kind of speed up the process to get that big day.
I would just say be supportive, non-problematic. Obviously, now that doesn't mean let a man walk all over you, but don't just go looking for problems and looking to start problems. Like, be his peace, kind of. Um, so non-problematic, probably supportive, obviously loving, willing to submit, you know, um, and just being nurturing. Because I feel like men sometimes they're very like, they feel like they have to be hard all day, especially if they're at work, and
Yeah.
when they're gone, wherever, whatever they're working, or if they're in sports or whatever they do. I feel like men kind of walk around all day just trying to be tough. So like at the end of the evening or at the end of the day, like they need that woman to have like that nurturing spirit to kind of just bring them down a little bit. Like not down as far as put them down,
Hmm.
but just like help them kind of just relax and like just kind of feel some type of security or safety.
Yeah.
Um, and honestly, just loyalty too. Like, just showing your partner that you're ready to be committed, um, and just moving with loyalty and integrity. Not even just like as far as when it comes to like temptation. I just mean like having your partner's back. Like, again, so that would mean like when funds run low, you're not ready to go
Mm.
dip. When he
Yeah.
gets sick or he's in the hospital, you're not just, looking to run his pockets or still nagging about what he can't do because he's in the hospital, or, just kicking him when he's down. So I would just say being loyal in all situations that life kind of brings, and just being there for your husband. I mean, that's really what
Yeah.
I could say.
Do you
So,
think that if one person is rich in a marriage, do you think a prenup is necessary? Or do you think a prenup, let's say it like this, do you think a prenup makes somebody love you less?
I don't think a prenup itself makes, means that you love anybody less. I think it's just like you're just trying to protect your assets. So, I mean, it would make sense if,
But I
you
thought
know,
we was one. I thought we was
right. But I'm just
together to
saying
the
it
end.
doesn't, no, absolutely. I'm just, that's the only thing I could think of as to why people do it. But I
Yeah.
personally don't agree with it.
Because I
I
was
mean, you
referring
didn't
to,
give me a prenup.
yeah, I was referring to the Travis Kelsey and Taylor Swift. She's worth
Oh,
she's worth 1.6 billion, but he just got engaged and she's
did she
her
ask for a prenup?
her family, yeah, they want prenup. So to protect her assets.
I
Cuz
mean, with them,
he's worth 70 million and she's worth 1.6.
billion.
Yeah.
I mean, in her situation, I mean, I feel like celebrities is different because, and I only say this to say that, like, how many celebrity marriages do we
I
really
think
see last, honestly?
most women that is that type of caliber want prenups. Men get fucked every time. Men think
Baby whipped.
men think with they nuts.
Baby
You be all the
whipped.
way in her and she ain't got no prenup. Worth all this money, like straight snakes, man.
Yeah, I mean, I do think like a lot of men don't really ask for it, and then I feel like when they do ask for it, they get crucified.
Yeah, well, that's what I'm saying. That's what I was saying earlier. Like when a man asks for a prenup, a woman be like, "Well, you love me, Lance. I don't think this is
Yeah,
not
I
like it's
mean,
like the
I
Travis
feel like that's
Hunter
kind of
and
like
his girl."
manipulation.
Oh,
If a man does ask you for a prenup, just because, I mean, at the end of the day, you never really know what could or can happen. You know what I'm saying? And especially if somebody is of that caliber, they have multiple businesses, they make, X amount of money, and they just, it's not like they're necessarily rooting for it to go wrong, but it's just like, kind of like, just a cushion.
with the percentage of divorces, it's kind of
Yeah,
like
it's just like a cushion. You never know.
it's
People
like damn.
change, things happen.
It's like I don't want
You
to
know what
do
I'm
this,
saying?
but damn, I
Man,
got to. You
right.
know what I'm
So
saying?
I think honestly, if you're asked for one, I wouldn't. I mean, if you don't have any intentions on just milking him for whatever he has, and it's actually genuine, then it's like the prenup eventually wouldn't even matter, because if there's no divorce, who cares about the prenup?
Exactly.
So it's just like whatever, sign it. Because I mean, if you have no intentions on breaking up with the man, or leaving,
Yeah.
then it shouldn't really matter. It's just like a just in case type of thing.
A deeper question right here.
What's up?
This is for the women right here. Well, this is for the men,
This
but
is
I'm
for
just
the
asking
niggas.
you.
The niggas.
Do you
Strictly for the
think
niggas. The
women
real niggas.
do you think women should start getting punished for fake rape allegations?
Punished? Oh, absolutely. Next.
Why
And
is
I
that
say
why is
more.
that a common thing though? Like why is I don't get it.
Absolutely should be punished. There should be
I
severe
mean, just
jail
fake
time.
allegations, period. As far as like, a woman can call the police right now and be like, he beat me up and I'm going to jail. And they not going
Yeah.
to ask no questions. I can call and be like, she beat me up. And I'm like, come on, sir. Like, seriously?
Yeah, that is
So,
sad. I ain't gonna lie. Men do have it bad with that, because my daddy went through that.
there's no way you can prove it. She go in the bathroom, scratch herself, and he scratched me. It's like, motherfucker, I just watched you. You took a fork to your shit, and now can't. They say it's hard being a black man in America. That's the hardest job in
Yeah,
America.
black men, for sure.
Talking about men in general, you crazy as hell. Men, black men, that's it. No other men but black men have it hard. Like that's the hardest job. It's like even with my dreads, I walk into the gas station and I walk anywhere and people just look like, here come this nigga. Thug ass nigga. You know what I'm saying?
I
So,
just never understood that, because I never really understood the whole race thing, because like
but it's more white
deep
people.
down,
Me, I think more white people racist to black people than black to white. I don't care. I like white people. I see them. I open the door for them and everything. But it's like they'd be in a grocery store and they'd be right behind you with the cart. And instead of saying, excuse me, sir, can I get past? They would just sit there. And they'd turn around and go all the way around and go back. It's like, bro,
I
I
mean,
would have said, excuse me.
I don't get, honestly, like, and I don't even want to spend too much time on this topic, but I just feel like I never really understood their obsession with us, because if you think about it, racism, low key, is like an obsession with the
Yeah.
other race, because it's like,
I won't
if
give a fuck
you
if you white or black.
yeah, it's
Who
like,
gives a fuck?
why who cares? But it's like,
I
y'all
don't give a fuck.
literally are so obsessed with, when y'all see us, y'all stare us down, you're hawking us down. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just weird. Like, why I never really
It's
understood
like,
it.
I ain't do nothing to you,
Then
bro.
then it's almost like I started to think for a while, like, is it an insecurity thing? Because
We is some good
you
looking motherfuckers.
come on, come on,
We look, yeah,
hello,
you see that glow? Look at
hello.
that shit. This big glow.
But like, I started to think it's like an insecurity thing, because it's like, okay, one of the main things they do is talk about our features, right? Our dark skin, our melanated skin, our big lips, our noses, breasts, butts, and things of that nature. But then it's like,
That's why I
Then
want
the
to.
white ladies turn around and they go and get lip filler, right?
Yeah.
But I thought y'all didn't like our big lips, but now you're trying to inject yourself with something to have lips similar to ours, right? Y'all don't like our skin color, but y'all tan and vacation in warm places in the winters because you don't like your pale skin color.
Like, what would you think? Like, the biggest red flag would be for a first date?
Mm,
Not
for,
being on time, not being dressed appropriately, not smelling good,
mm,
proper hygiene. Like, what would be your biggest red flag? Getting to the restaurant and he don't have the money to pay, or like,
um, I would think, I think somebody being like way too sexually forward
oh
on the
yeah,
first date
yeah.
is a huge red flag.
You think as hell. I bet your coochie wet as hell. It's like, bro, you already got the date. Just vibe out. You feel
Oh
me?
my goodness.
Like,
Yeah, pretty much that.
I can see
That.
myself hitting you right now. It's like,
Date over.
it's like, all right, bro. Bill, I'm gonna pay for myself. He gonna pay for himself, and I'm gone.
Yeah, I would say that. That's probably like the number one because I feel like, I mean, late could kind of, but it's like many things can happen for somebody to be late. You never know.
Yeah.
Like, so I wouldn't necessarily, like, that would be like an eyebrow raiser, but it wouldn't be like a total strikeout. I would just kind of be like,
My biggest red flag for women is like they ask you on a date and then they don't pay for it. Which is not like most men feel like that. I be cutting hair and they be like, this girl asked me on a date and she expected me to pay for it. And I'm sitting there like, yeah, I thought that's what you were supposed to do.
yeah, I don't know. Maybe I'm too spoiled or something because
So
if I be
most
like,
men feel
babe,
like
let's
that.
go here.
I mean, that's because we together.
I
We talking
know,
about people
but
that just in the dating stage.
I mean, if I don't, yeah, I guess. I mean, I don't know. I think it's maybe just a
Or do you
stigma.
think women should be upfront like, hey, we want to go out to dinner tonight on you? Or like, how would you?
That'd probably
Because
be a better way to approach it.
how would you know if a man even got money? He probably thinking like,
Yeah.
shit, that's a free little dinner. I'm about to go get flea. He acting like a little bitch in the mirror. I'm about to get put this little fit on. Whole time he ain't even got the
Yeah.
funds to properly like.
Yeah, I think it definitely should be communicated. Like, I don't think a woman should just assume the man is gonna pay, especially if you're the one initiating it. But that's usually like, I feel like that's common sense. Whoever initiates the date should pay for it.
I feel like the man should pay regardless, honestly, because
Me too.
because I
I ain't
mean
gonna
you're
lie.
masculine. What it look like you? That's kind of like you
But
standing
I don't
behind a woman
know.
while
But
she
I
buy
feel
your
like,
shoes. You see the
but I
dudes at the
feel
store.
like, but men should be deserve to get treated every now and then,
Yes, but it
especially if
have
it's
to
a
be.
good man.
Yes, but it have to be talked about up front.
Yeah,
Don't go out with a woman and expect the tab is on her. Even if y'all ain't
yeah,
talked about it, you take care of the tab
yeah.
and
Honestly, but see, that's why we. That's why I
you
always
take care of the tab and y'all can argue in the car. You know what I'm saying?
like you
Car.
said, some men really don't be having the money, so it's like,
Yeah, but how would I tell you as a man, we attracted to each other, we matched on Tinder or whatever the case may be.
see, that's the problem right there.
How can I tell
Y'all
you that
using
I don't have the
Tinder
money?
for these dates. That's the first. That's actually the first red
Or
flag.
what if he had
Y'all met
Applebee?
on Tinder.
What if he had Applebee's money and you wanted steak and you was not satisfied with the first date because it was
Well, then that's your red flag right there. Because she ain't looking for a date. She looking for a trick or
yeah.
something. Because it's like a first date shouldn't even
You
be.
shouldn't be trying to eat in front of that nigga anyway the first date. You shouldn't shit at that nigga house on the first date. Okay, let's get on that situation. How would you feel if a man came over your house for the first date and shitted in your bathroom?
I really don't
And
even
they're trying
know.
to run the water, play it off like
I mean,
I
at the
think
end of the
that'd be it.
day, it's a natural body. Like,
Hey, you can go out. Like seriously. Like if I ever had to shit at a woman's house, the first thing I say is like, damn man, I'm gonna run to the gas station real quick. I don't grab you know what I'm saying? Run in the gas station, wrap the toilet up like a mummy, and
I
shit in
am
that
so
motherfucker.
glad that we is not in the dating stage anymore. Seriously. Because I ain't gonna lie. If I got a shit, I'm
That's
taking this shit.
that's crazy.
I am not holding it.
You that's nasty as
I
hell.
don't care.
I mean, you shouldn't hold it. That's bad for your stomach.
Yeah, that's even
You
nastier.
shouldn't be at a nigga house if you
Cause
don't
then
feel
you're gonna be
comfortable shitting
constant.
around him anyway.
Exactly. And I think that's just childish. If somebody gets mad that
That
you
is not
shitting,
childish. That is
that
not child.
is.
What if it's shit around the rim of the
I mean,
toilet?
if
The
he,
fuck?
you should at least, try to hide the evidence a little bit.
Oh
Spray a little
no.
something. Use the little toilet brush on the side.
Nigga be
Most
there.
men probably don't even
Go
have
in there and
toilet brushes.
what if you go in there and shit and ain't no toilet paper? And you use one of their shower towels.
Oh man.
You gotta go.
Yeah, I don't know. That I think it's child. I think that's childish to like some be mad at over because it's like, I mean, what you want him to do? Shit in his pants?
Nobody.
Next. So the first question I had is, what role do you think prayer has in helping us resolve conflicts, or how do you see that prayer has like helped our marriage?
I mean, prayer, because you got to think, you put God before everything. And God tends to heal problems. Um, so I think prayer just like helps set the foundation for everything. It's like if you don't pray, you don't lay. Like, it's like, so.
What kind of shift did you see in our relationship when we began to pray together versus like when we weren't? Like, what type of things did you see change?
I mean, I felt like once we started praying, I started like kind of answering to your call, like kind of like figuring out what do you need as a woman just by prayer. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
What you dislike, what you like, you know what I'm saying? What I can do, what I can't do. So prayer kind of helped me like set that boundary between me, you, and God. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So,
I agree because I feel like when we kind of started kind of focusing um, more on God, like within each other, it seems like things just kind of got more like peaceful.
hmm
Um, and like there was fewer like disagreements. And if we did have like disagreements, they kind of just like, they didn't really play out the same as like they used to before.
hmm
Um, and also would say like I think prayer kind of helped you like be more understanding and like a lot less like short tempered. I wouldn't say like you were ever like
I mean,
angry. I think it.
it kind of helped my emotions,
Yeah, that's
like
what I'm trying to say.
in a real big way.
Yeah,
Like I used to be. You know, it's a lot of stuff, you know, that I've been through that I haven't even grieved over that I'm one of them type of persons that like bottle everything up until
yeah,
the lid pop
just
off. So it's
yeah,
kind of like, that kind of helped me just like, just spread my emotions everywhere to where it's not all in one bottle.
right,
And it's like,
yeah,
I know how to kind of react to certain things. I know
yeah,
how to talk about stuff now. Because
yeah.
at first it was kind of like, I just,
I
like,
mean, you just didn't. I don't think you ever like really even had like. I don't even think you really ever experienced like that level of communication. Honestly, like patient communication, like kind of how we're talking right now.
yeah.
Um. So yeah, but I definitely saw that change. It kind of like just made you a lot more calm and like understanding to like where we could actually communicate about things, but like get somewhere.
Yeah. I was
Okay.
thinking, yeah. And then another thing is kind of like, I feel like my environment shifted. You know what I'm saying? I used to
Mm-hmm.
be living in a small town, small dreams, liquor
Yeah.
store in every corner. To moving here is kind of like, I had to, been here for 5, 6 years, I had to change like everything, my whole blueprint.
Yeah.
It's like, so that kind of helped me just move into a bigger state, kind of helped me like widen my horizon a little bit.
Yeah. Do you think that was like hard, like moving from kind of everything that you've known and like, obviously you still have two kids that are there, like How did that feel? Like, kind of just having to completely like just leave and
I
start a new
mean,
life here.
at first, it was kind of hard because that's all I know my whole life.
Yeah.
We actually lived in the same house my whole life. My mom and dad was married 34 years. We lived in the same house. We had the same, we had the same cars. Our life was like the same, sturdy is the kind of So
So it was just a big
yeah,
shift.
it was a big jump. So I say my hardest part about moving here was kind of like my first 6 months. It's like anywhere you move, your first 6 months you're gonna be so emotional.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You're gonna go through so much stuff. It's like, dang, I'm struggling here. I can go back home and struggle. Or it's
Right.
like highways is big, or it's like, man, I don't know nobody. I
Yeah.
don't, you know what I'm saying? So I think that was my biggest challenge was actually moving and meeting new people, being in a new environment.
Like
Like,
being forced to
yes,
like to
forced.
new.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah. And then it's like hard because it's it's so easy to run back to what was
Oh
comfortable.
yeah, oh yeah,
But you like
yeah,
didn't that wasn't really an option. So it's like you had to just keep sticking it out.
yeah. It's like, and even now, it's like I don't even when I go back home, I'll probably stop in Indianapolis. That's the far as I go.
Yeah.
Is because pulling back in that town and them old ways and that old environment, it kind of bring a black cloud over you,
Yeah.
to where it's like, now I gotta act like my old self. Now I gotta,
Yeah.
just to fit in, just to be
Yeah.
safe. You gotta
Right.
tap
Be a
back into
certain way.
yourself. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? So, me just staying away from all that, having to just be in the different side of myself, it's like I don't want to go back that road no
Yeah.
more. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, yeah, it's a blessing living here, and obviously met you,
Yeah.
my son, my daughter, and
Yeah.
started a new life. So it's kind of, I cherish every moment.
Oh, babe.
And for real.
Um, well, yeah, I just think like it's just crazy because obviously, like, that's why it's like God, when people try to say like God is not real, I really feel like you are literally living proof, that God is real. Just being in that environment, almost losing your life, you know what I'm saying?
I almost lost my life, and
Yeah. We'll go dive deeper into that, but I'm just saying like, it does take a lot
oh yeah,
to do what you did, and not only do what you did, but look at like you maximize, like, you know what I'm saying, like you really maximized it, like.
and it's I get that to my dad. Like, he kind of instilled that mentality, that hustle mentality, that that get out and get it. 'Cause he broke his back at 19, so he wasn't able to work. So
Yeah.
he kind of like showed me everything, and I'm just grateful for that moment.
Oh, okay, come here. I'm so proud of you though. But yeah, that's probably a good place to stop. But I mean, I had like two other questions.
Now we good for today.
Wait, at least let's say bye to these people. A little deep. Um,
But yeah, so yeah, like we had a good time talking about everything tonight, and
yeah.
like if you want us to talk about anything different, any experiences, anything that you might be going through, or anything that you want to talk about, just drop it down below. And we'll make sure to bring it up on the next episode.
Yes.
And yeah, so see you
But
guys
yeah,
later.
see y'all
Every
later.
Friday, 9 p.m., we drop an episode on YouTube.
Yeah.
And
Make sure y'all follow our Instagram at
we going hard.
marriage_mimosas. Our TikTok is the same, I believe.
What about our YouTube?
YouTube is just at marriage and mimosas, but this will be on YouTube. So if you're
Oh,
watching it
okay,
on
yeah.
YouTube, then you already
Okay, yeah.
have it.
So you already have.
But
Just subscribe. That's all we
yeah,
need.
subscribe, like, comment, share with your friends. And we just appreciate y'all just even tuning in and just being a part of this. So we hope y'all enjoyed tonight and continue to watch.
See
Thank
ya.
y'all. Bye.